With the midterm election coming up, CBS News is bringing back its Battleground Tracker, studying all 435 races for the House of Representatives. CBS News Elections and Surveys Director, that's Anthony Salvanto. He is here for a closer look at the numbers. Good to see you, man.
Great to see you, Vlad.
All right, so let's talk the House. What could cause the Democrats to lose their majority?
Okay, so Vlad, let's start with this. The current House, blue for Democratic seats, red for Republicans. And what folks should see is Democrats have this narrow majority, just over that 218 line that you need. Well, we talked to voters in all these districts, and when you put that together in the model, right now I'm going to show you how this just swings a little bit. You see, some of these seats go over the line. That would give the Republicans control at 230, currently, where things stand. Now, the reason for that, number one reason I'm going to show you, is voters say what's on their mind is the way they think things are just going in the country, and they think it's going badly. So what happens? Well, they start to punish the party in power for that, and those who think it's going badly are breaking towards the Republicans.
All right, so it's not a red wave, but a win is still a win. Let's talk about some of the issues that could drive voters to the polls. Roe versus Wade, the January 6 hearings, could that help the Democrats?
Okay, let's start with Roe versus Wade. I looked in particular at women under 50 because they're such an important part of the Democrats' base. Well, for them, they're saying the abortion issue is just as important as the economy and the inflation. Now, look at what's going on with women registered voters generally. They think that a Republican majority would make things in the country worse for women, more so than better. All of this affects the Democratic base because Democrats need these votes. Well, what happens, Vlad? You look at the Democratic base saying that their party is not doing enough to protect abortion access. So Democrats still need to fire up that base and say they can do something about that issue they care about.
Can the leader of the Democratic Party, that's President Biden, can he drive those voters to the polls?
Okay, I want to show you a couple of things, Vlad. First of all, Joe Biden is a motivator, but he's a motivator for Republicans. Look at this. 62% of Republicans saying that he's a lot on their minds. It's another bite at the apple. They lost in 2020. This is a chance to vote again. Typically happens in a midterm, but it's less so for Democrats. So that's part of trying to motivate that base. And here's another part that I want to show you. Take a look at the former president against the current one.
Wow, he's driving voters too, Donald Trump.
He is just as much on voters' minds as Joe Biden, and it's a positive for Republicans. They think he's fighting for them. But for Democrats, they're out there to vote against him. Wouldn't be surprised if Democrats in this campaign keep talking about Donald Trump.
All right, Anthony Salvanto, always great to have you on set, man.
Thanks.
Thank you. Nate, back to you.
I love the way you broke that down. Well done, fellas.